get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. As we get a peek at Matt Ryan, a man who's been in the league since back in 2008.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously he was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It's a pickup of 4, that'll bring up second down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
25! Back the pass. All right, 25 tonight. Get up. Mike, 44. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Ready, set.
On second down, Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. A look now at our starting defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Ryan. Throw inside complete. It's Briggs. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Let's go.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
All day, baby. Good shot.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Just like that.
Here's Ryan. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. To throw again is Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing with 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stopped him behind the line again. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And the big fella stuck that one up in a big way. I think doubling him is a real priority because you can't move up to the...
But it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off down near the 5. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Night, sweetheart. X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said right down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Let's go.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs.
Allen now looks to throw, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw it for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play, the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. This one to Giant over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ryan now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flush to his right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
There we go.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Down. 90, Wolf.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
A first down carry by Elliott. Henry Anderson there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping this big
70,
defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill.
80 weapon.
Hey, turn it up.
Look at me. Zipper.
Me. I got this.
Let's go.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to cook up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Haywood. You're out.
Check safety.
try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Come on, baby.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
You draw quarters. Go, go, go.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you, son.
5.
On play action, Allen. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's second and 20.
Yes.
45.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, check Mike 45. I'm coming.
Say go.
Allen. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Watch the shift.
Protein spill. Get it.
On third and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs.
59, ready. 280. Hey, I'm coming after you. Check. Ready for that.
They'll throw on first down to Bryant. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. Dirty hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the Redskins who have the lead in that one. Paul Richardson, a touchdown reception. From there, it's up to New Era Field in Orchard Park to check on the Bills. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Traquan Smith, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Arnold. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling, that means it's the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
Baby! Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Hey,
They toss to Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Mark 55! Mark 55! Ready to go!
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. This to Jarwin. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to run.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan caught on the right side by Jones. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Mike spoke for. I'm coming for you. Get out.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
He's got it. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick completion. Got the job done for him.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, they pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Charles Harris able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see them run the ball here, just trying to get some space.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Let's go.
That one goes for 24 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
59.
54. Not here.
Allen now on 1st down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Let's go, defense. Hey,
Let's go.
Now Allen to throw. Go throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
90 volts.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Topper. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
54, right there.
Get it.
Now Allen again. It's caught. Shepard. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores.
70.
They've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Orbit.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it. Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, it won't help them in contract time.
Pull it high.
Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
5.
Down, Allen. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed, they definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Ready!
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 45 to Mike.
To the air, Allen. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Here, baby. Your trip is here.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Ready, break.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Shoot!
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there. From his safety position. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They run. Devontae Freeman. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Pick the edge, pick the edge.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
The Giants now down on the scoreboard. A little over a minute to go.
Here we go.
Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10.
You're not ready.
5.
Back to throw. And this one's incomplete. was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
I got one.
Let go.
Allen to throw.
Pick me up. Here we go.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Ready,
The
set.
Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch 88.
Hey. High 7.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. I'm coming after you.
Get it.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
Oh, yeah.
This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. You got to know where to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary,
Hey,
not
Delta.
lingering. Big throw coming up.
Go.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. John D. 54 is Mike. 54
Now.
Allen going to go on 4th down.
Don't say nothing.
Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Charles Harris. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So that one hurt. No timeouts left. Look at where the ball is on the field, Charles. I don't know if the fat lady's singing yet, but she's starting to hum a little bit, isn't she?
You think she's doing scales at this point? I don't think there's any doubt about it, but they had to go for it. In this situation, with their timeout situation as well, they had to take the chance, try and get it done. They didn't. Now they're powerless to stop them, essentially.
They need a big play somehow from their defense.
Offside defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah,
Still second
offsides,
down.
easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Falcons, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. With that, let's head inside to Ford Field in Detroit. We're standing by are the two men who will bring you this one, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But, boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow-80! Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant! Watch the slant! Watch the slant!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feel them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check. Cross.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got the lead, and there he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnist write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
15 line. 15 line. Hey, exit. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Throwing his helmet on third. Shepard complete over the middle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that?
That was great. And what I can't miss was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. That's a big game. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executing.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping a tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now Allen throwing on third and 1. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice. We just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
That first down completion only netting 3. Second and 7.
Watch the screen.
Back to throw. Stafford. A throw for Golladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
That's complete left side to Shepard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Any weapon. Get it.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 35. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out.
At 50, plant. Watch left, watch left, watch left. I got you. I got you. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Haywood. Snap.
From the gun, it's Allen. It's complete to Grant. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow, you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game time now, so you're not protecting the lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Johnson. And this won't be enough. To pick up the first, a gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
The good run on 1st down followed up by a... Not so good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Stafford. Open man is Lashley. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check.
1st down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards and 1st down, that fits the bill.
Faking to give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And he was plus 5 seconds there with the football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl right in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, the ball better be gone because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Rip left, rip left.
Hit it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it second and 14.
60 out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on second and 14. Allen, he's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Boy, 43. Check, 43. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 43 is the mic.
Smooth.
Here's Allen up first and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at winner. Allen.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go get a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And he completes it to Westbrook. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job of rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, team 6. Go.
43 is the mic. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Shoot.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Yeah, baby. Great.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
5.
And here's Allen throwing again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there. Battle.
Marvin Jones, 30.